citizenship and related issues we are going to discuss. Thanks to the management. Already ये भी कर ही रहा है यार रैंक, बट ठीक है. Here with today's class. From next class we'll do in that. So I was asking, what is citizenship? And someone told me citizenship is the right to differentiate between citizens and foreigners. But actually I'm asking the concept of citizenship. By being a citizen, what do you get other than the foreigners that foreigners don't get and you get? So basically citizenship is a right. Citizenship is a right of getting exclusive rights. Write down, I'm saying here. My patience is over. So citizenship basically is a right of getting exclusive rights. Some special rights which you are getting other than the foreigners is called citizenship. The right to have rights. The right to have rights. The right to have rights. I think of online students it is clear and visible. Yes, right, yes. Although I cannot read, but you write. So citizenship is basically the right to have some special rights. And biggest example of this is fundamental right. Let's see of fundamental right. If you see in fundamental rights is has two dimensions. And you have studied fundamental rights, right? So some fundamental rights are made for all the persons who are living in your country, and some fundamental rights are only made for citizens. Now you will tell me what are those fundamental rights. What is that right which is made for all the persons? Huh? Yes? No. Exactly fundamental rights के कौन से articles? That is made for all. Everyone can exercise that right. Use your common sense. Yes, exactly. Smart. Article 14. By common sense, you can answer this question. And what more you need to be in a country, to live in a country, right to live? Where it is given? This you will not tell then. Yes. And else, what more rights? You might be having a religion. You have to profess your religion. 25. So these are basically some rights which is given to all the citizens, whether you are a foreigner, whether I am a Sri Lankan, I am a Myanmar citizen, from wherever I come, I'll get all these rights. And one more very important right that all the citizens get in our country is that they are getting all these rights, but how they will enforce it? They have to go to court. And from where they will go to court? By which article? Yes, great. Article 32 that gives you the judicial review, or Article 13 that gives you a judicial review. You can go to the court and enforce that right. So these rights are made for all the citizens. So the biggest example of the differentiation between the citizen and the non-citizen itself given in your constitution. And some rights are only made for citizens. Like, which are those rights? This also by common sense you can do. Yes, great. Article 19. Achha, have you ever thought why Article 19 is only given to the citizens? It's because it is a very powerful article and you have studied the power. I hope you have studied the power of Article 19. If not, I'll cover it because it is very important. So Article 19 is a very powerful article. What it gives you freedom to speak, many more, freedom to form organizations. What else it gives you? Freedom of press also comes under it. What you can do to a country by having these rights? What you can do to a country? You can shake its foundations. So it is a very powerful article, and that's why they have restricted it to the citizens. At least citizens का गला तो पकड़ सकेंगे. ये तो फ्लाइट लेके उड़ जाएगा। इनको तो कहीं से भी ला सकते हैं ना, डिपोर्ट करवाने की जरूरत नहीं है ना। व्हाट मोर राइट्स? कॉमन सेंस यूज करो, you'll get the answers. Article 15. Why Article 15 is only given to the citizens? Again, what Article 15 gives you? Yes, it gives you reservation in what? Education. Great. So it gives you reservation in education, and that is why Article 15 is only given to the citizens. From where else you get the reservation? Reservation के दो आर्टिकल्स हैं. From where else you get the reservation? One, education में you got from Article 15. Yes. Which article? Yes. Article 16. You are getting reservation in employment, and this is also given to the citizens only. Then there are two more articles. The minority institutions you are forming in through Article 30, that is only given to the citizens. Okay, so these articles are only given to the citizens. So your constitution, although it talks about equality, but yet it differentiated between the rights itself. So whenever you are studying fundamental rights, you have to look with this perspective. That's why these rights are only given to citizens, and why these rights are only, if these rights are not given to all the persons, then what will happen? Can Rohingya Muslims stay in India? They will kill them. They will kill them. Any person who's coming, any foreigner who's coming in India on tourist visa or anything else, he cannot even go to the court. Go in Sudan, go in most of the African countries, Congo, Sudan, you will not get these rights. You even cannot go in court there. So this is why India is very different, and this is why Indian constitution is very bulky, because they have thought a lot on these things. So I hope you have noted all these things. Keep on noting and making the notes. I'll not give dictations because ये पूरा conceptual है, काफी technical topic है. So I'm not going to give you a lot of dictations. I'll tell you what is important, and you make on making notes. So this is the concept of citizenship. अब citizenship में you will see that always there are so many debates in citizenship. Why there are so many debates in citizenship? Every time you hear that there is a fight for citizenship, every time you hear it, whether in US, whether in India, कहीं भी जाओ, citizenship को लेकर के झगड़ा होता रहता है. US में मैक्सिको वाले मांगते हैं, इंडिया में श्रीलंका से या म्यांमार से या बांग्लादेश से बहुत सारे लीगल इमिग्रेंट्स हैं जो मांगते हैं. ये है क्यों इतना डिबेट? क्यों चाहिए सिटीजनशिप? इंडिया की ही क्यों चाहिए, या उनको यूएस की ही क्यों चाहिए, या कुछ लोगों को यूके की ही क्यों चाहिए? प्रॉब्लम क्या है? वेयर द प्रॉब्लम लाइज? Why do you think that you need a citizenship? If I tell you, ये तो nationalism वाली बात हो जाएगी, but if I tell you that I am giving you citizenship of Canada, would you take it? You'll not take it. You'll get 2-3 crores package there and somewhat like this. Then also you'll not take it. Why it is so lucrative to get citizenship of US? People die for getting green card in US. They want to move to UK. They want to move to Canada. Now India has also come to that pedestal. Go and ask your neighboring countries. They are dying to come to India. Why it happens? There are some reasons. And agar you understand this debate, then you will understand why it is happening. What is the first reason that it is happening? Migration is happening. Why? Opportunities की वजह से. Suppose these is two countries. One country is A, other country is B. This is India, and it is very developed. Okay, I'm writing the short form, and it is very developed. This is Pakistan and our neighboring country, and it is less developed. So if this country is less developed, then there are very much problems there. A lot of problems are there. What are the problems? You'll not get employment. Life expectancy is low, very low. So what you will do? You will move from here to here, and hence the migration happens. And when these people migrate, 1-2 people migrate, there's not a problem. But when 10 lakh people migrate, what will happen? When these 10 lakh people will reach India, they will use your resources. You are the citizens. You are pulling in money to the government through your taxes and everything else. You are getting some schemes. You are getting some reservations, some benefits you are getting. These 10 lakh people come, they make the house beside your house and they say, now I'll also use that water, I'll also use these things, I'll also use that things. You will have problem. If I come to your house, I say, now I'll also live here. What is your name? Mukesh. I'll come to your house and I'll say, now this room is mine. You'll have a problem. Obviously, you'll have a problem. So when this migration happens on such a big scale, and it has happened many times, how much wars we have engaged into? 62, 65, 71. And whenever war happens, what happens? A lot of people migrate. Whenever there is some issue in some of the areas, like it happened in Bangladesh, so people were dying to go to India. All the minority people, they were dying to go to India. Not only minority, the majority people also were dying to go to India. Many people who were from Sheikh Hasina's party, they were Muslims. They were Muslims and they wanted to come to India. Sheikh Hasina came to India. Her party workers came to India. So when this happens, in a more developed country, you feel safe. You get more opportunities. That is why when migration happens on a large scale, then you are going to that country and you are using their resources and you need the citizenship of that country. अब इसके लिए what you'll need some international support. You'll need to express yourself there in that country. और इसीलिए इतना debate होता है. And what government is trying to do? अब यहाँ पर भी there is politics. If you are supporting the government in power, they know that he is from a particular religion and he'll support me. They will immediately accommodate you. But if they know that this group is not going to vote for me, they have some other beliefs, they have some other things, they are not going to include you. They will always try to expel you, right? So this is the basic debate why this all things are happening, why Citizenship Amendment Act came and why they are merging it with NRC and seeing it. Today, in today's class, you will understand the whole idea of that act, the whole idea of NRC, the whole idea of Assam Accord. From here, all these issues are coming. Second, what more happens? Why these people migrate more? What more reason? One, एक तो opportunity का reason हो गया, that is more developed country. What more reasons can be there? Yes, persecution happens on very large scale. If you see the history of persecution, then you will find a lot of persecution happens on a very, very large scale. And because of this persecution, people come to your country. What are the examples of persecution where persecution has happened with the minorities? Pakistan. What more examples? Sri Lanka is very small, but many things have happened in Sri Lanka. Who is from Tamil Nadu? You might be knowing that. Sri Lanka say at least 7 lakh Indian Tamils came to India to get the citizenship. Many people got also, I think, 1.5 lakh bache. So from Sri Lanka also persecution happened at a time. Myanmar. Myanmar mein, who are the minorities in Myanmar? The people who are staying in your country right now. Rohingyas were the minority in Myanmar. Their persecution happened there. And that's why they traveled. For us, it is very easy. See, when you're studying, you have to understand the problem statement first. For us, it is very easy to say that, "Arey, ye to aa gaya hamare ghar mein," and what. But you have to go on their level and you have to understand why they were so forced to migrate to your country. There might be some things. That's why they migrated in such a large numbers. First, they went to Bangladesh. Then from Bangladesh, they went to your country. Because in Myanmar, if you go and search the history of Arakan army, you will understand why Rohingyas left Myanmar. Lakhs and lakhs of people were killed in both the sides. That type of massacre happened. So Myanmar was that. So persecution is that reason due to which these people come to your country. Many more reasons are there. But because in today's class we are going to largely discuss on these two things. One is opportunities की वजह से and दूसरा is persecution, and by and large we are going to discuss this persecution one. So I am just telling you two topics only because time is also not there. So I'll only cover the important part here. So these are the two reasons why this is happening. Now, who can live in your country? Like it is your country. Now, who can live in your country? How many people, how many types of people are living in your country right now? How many types of people are living in your country? Types of people are their status in your country. One is the citizen is living in your country. You all are citizens. You are living in your country. Who else is living? Yes. Not a citizen. Yes. Aliens. अब वो वाला alien नहीं. Foreigners. So foreigners. And who else? Third. Who else? They will come here. Na? They will come here. Foreigners. They are also foreigners. They are not a citizen of your country. That means they are foreigners. Very big concept of stateless. Have you heard? Who are stateless people? Who are stateless people? You don't like asking me asking questions. Yes, exactly. Stateless means they don't have citizenship of any state. They are also living in your country. Abhi, you will understand who are all these peoples. So let's first talk about citizens. I've already explained you who are citizens. What is a citizenship? Citizens, you are citizens. You are getting some special rights, and you have that right to get rights. So citizen, I've already discussed. Now, when you discussed of foreigners, there are some types of foreigners. One is legal foreigner. One is legal foreigner, and who is a legal foreigner? Who is a legal foreigner? Any person that is coming in your country legally through visa. He has a visa of your country and he's coming to your country. Now, what is visa? What is the difference between visa and passport? Yes, right. You will tell me. What is the difference between passport and visa? Passport is the only difference between passport and visa is passport is given by the country where you are citizen. So that country issues a passport, and visa is given by that country where you are going to visit. So it is a kind of sticker which is put. Anyone has a foreign tour? Taken a foreign tour? No, we'll take when you'll clear. So anyone that has the passport is a sticker type of thing that is posted there. That means that you are not going to be stopped by that country's securities. That is visa. So anyone that is coming to your country through visa is a legal foreigner. What else is a foreigner? Who else is a legal foreigner other than the visa person? He's coming for tour and whatever purpose he's coming. Who other than this? Who else comes in this definition? Like some people are coming with the work permit to work in your country. Like for example, very recent example, Israel. This Israel-Hamas conflict happened. So what happened? Israel ka construction sector was blown away. Why? Because all these people from Palestine used to go there and work. From Gaza, go there and work in Israel and then come back. So now conflict was going on. All the borders were closed. They didn't have workers. So they asked India to send some workers and we are giving you work permit. So this type of work permit when you get, I'm liking WP, you write full form because I'll get ache in my back otherwise. So work permit, if you are getting and going to some country, you are a legal foreigner there. Who else will come in this definition? Any person from that country who is in agreement with India that you don't need visa or you don't need anything, you just need any document. And which is that country? Bhutan, Nepal. When you go to Nepal, they will not check your passport, they will not check your visa, nothing is issued. They'll just see your Aadhaar card or something, PAN card. They'll just see the proof that you are an Indian citizen, right? So countries like Nepal, we are in agreement with Nepal. So Many Nepalis you will see they are living in India. They don't have any passport visa. कोई limit भी नहीं है. They can live n number of days. Only the thing is that they will not get the citizenship. They had to acquire the citizenship. We'll go on that concept later. So these people come under the definition of legal foreigners. Then if there are legal foreigners, then there might be illegal foreigners also. And who is an illegal foreigner? इसके पास नहीं है ये. वो कौन सी which movie was there? वो तारों के नीचे से आ गया मैं. He told Salman Khan की. I don't remember the movie name. So anyone who is going illegally through the border, सुरंग में से चले गए. बजरंग दल. तो वो सुरंग में से चले गए. We are crossing the walls and going to the country. US and Mexico. US is fed up of Mexico because of this. People from Mexico, they are basically drug peddlers and all these people. So they enter US, and that's why Donald Trump told ना, I'll close the borders, I'll make walls. So they सुरंग बना लेते हैं अंदर. Have you heard about El Chapo Guzman? He was the drug lord of Mexico. El Chapo Guzman, his name was. And what he did was to extort and to send the drugs from from Mexico to US. He made a tunnel inside the US territory till the Mexico territory, and through the tunnel he used to go with bike. Train was running inside, and US government came to know about this after 15 years, I think 15-16 years, when he was arrested. He even ran from US prison once through that tunnel only. He made the tunnel till his prison also. So illegal foreigners come through the way. And in India, it is very famous that people from Bangladesh, people from all Pakistan, people from Myanmar, they have come illegally to your country. So it is an open truth. So I'm writing here no documents. These are the illegal foreigners. Who else can be an illegal foreigner? The person might be having that document. He has taken permission from your government. Our government has given him visa, but the limit has extended. His time is poor. So when limit is extended, then he goes and hides in Chhattisgarh, where you will find him in the forest. So he is staying in your country. So he will also come under the definition of illegal foreigners. And then come the last ones, that are illegal immigrants. Now, what is the difference between, I am writing illegal migrants here. What are the difference between these people and the illegal migrant person? Why I am keeping it away from this definition? Who are illegal migrants? Not necessarily neighbor country. From any country they can come. They can come from Iran. Yes. So see, the only difference between illegal immigrants and these people is illegal immigrants have come because of the persecution, and what is their agenda? To live in your country for the rest of their life. अब तो यही रहना है भाई. So for the rest of the life, they want to live in your country and they want to get the citizenship of your country. That is why they are kept separate. One more person come under the illegal foreigners category. One more type of people come, and they are called the refugees. Now another question is going to be, what is the difference between refugee and illegal immigrants? Temporarily they come, either they want to live for the rest of their life, or either they want to go back when the situation gets better. Great. What is the name? Great. तो अब देखो रेफ्यूजी के साथ प्रॉब्लम क्या है इंडिया में, दैट इंडिया डजंट रिकॉग्नाइजेस रेफ्यूजीज और रेफ्यूजी स्टेटस. I'll write here. For refugees, what international law we are following, which we are not following, all the other countries are following. So 1951 में UN United Nation Convention for Refugees happened. UN CFR you call it. So this convention happened and India did not sign it. India was not a signatory, but all 145 countries signed it, but India did not sign it. And you understand the reason why India did not sign on this in 1951. Because we had very less money, very less resources. How can we welcome refugees in our country? We cannot welcome at that point of time. Now we can do. We can be a signatory. But why to do? Another thing happened in 1967. A protocol was signed. So if India does not sign this 1951 UNCFR, then why they will sign 1967 protocol? So they left that also. So अब इसकी वजह से what happened was कि there is no refugee status. There is no one can bound you to give refugee status to some community. Like for example, but India has a very great heart. We have given the refugee status to many people, and many people have got citizenship also. So the thing happened in Sri Lanka. What happened in Sri Lanka is when the politics changed. 1948, Ceylon Citizenship Act came, and through that Ceylon Citizenship Act, what happened was कि the Tamils who were in minorities in Sri Lanka, they were taken. Their citizenship was taken away from them, and then whole riots happened and everything happened. And 7 lakh Indian origin Tamils came to India. They requested the government to help. Government helped them. 7 lakhs came, and I think 4-5 lakhs gained the citizenship in some years. And 1.5 lakh people are refugees. They don't want Indian citizenship. They want to go back to their country when the situation is right. But because they are living for so long, their children are studying here, they have done some business here, so now they cannot go. But they want to go back to their country. There are some, so they have got refugee status. Matlab, India has given them refugee status. So it is not that we have not signed this, so we are not giving refugee status anyway. We have given refugee status to Muslims also that came from Pakistan after the date. You will understand the date, Abhi. So these are the refugees, and the only difference is between their intention. Their intention is to live in your country because of persecution, and their intention might be living in your country for longer or might be going back to their country. The only difference is that, and the refugee status is given by the government on their basis. You cannot bound them. No international force can bound your government to give refugee status to any community. And that is why we don't listen to any Western powers on refugee status. So when someone is seeking refugee status in your country, he's called an asylum seeker. And when he gets the asylum, he gets the permission, and he gets certain rights, he becomes refugees. So the second difference between refugees and illegal immigrants is that refugees are recognized by the government. Write this down. The second difference between the illegal immigrants and refugees is that refugees are recognized by the government. They are given certain rights by the government. Refugees are recognized by the government. They are given certain rights by the government, while illegal immigrants are not recognized by the government. No rights are given by the government. I hope it is clear.